Hi, this is Aaron with Zollotech, and today we're going to take a look at the ZAGG InvisibleShield for the iPhone 4. We took a look at it in the past, and it's been a really good product. And just so you know, we'll do a quick unboxing, but then we'll get on to actually applying this to the iPhone. So in each one of these, you get your coverings for the iPhone. You get two other things. You get your solution, and you get a squeegee, your instructions, and a little wipe to wipe off the screen when you need to do that. So we'll go ahead and switch over and start to apply this and see how it comes out. And we'll see how easy it is. Since there aren't any curves on the iPhone 4 like there were on the 3GS, other than the sides, it should be a lot easier. So we'll take a look at that, and we'll be back in just a moment. So I've removed the bumper, and what you want to do is first make sure you wash your hands, and then you're going to give this a good wipe down and clean it up so that the screen is nice and clean, dust and oil free. They provide this little wipe here, but I have a different one I do like to use a little bit better to keep the dust off and that sort of thing. So get all the contaminants off, everything you can. And then I have this little handy thing I like to set the face of the iPhone down on. So now that I know everything's clean, it's dust free, I'm going to go ahead and open this package that has the actual ZAGG skin in it. Now, if you've never done this before, it does take patience, and it can take a little bit of time. So there's a couple parts to it. This is the front, this is the back, and the sides. The sides are tedious to do and require patience. And they can be done. I'm not the most patient person. And then you've got this spray. You spray your hands, then you spray the skin, and you have a little squeegee to help you squeegee everything out. So I'll go ahead and get started with that, and we'll go from there. So I've separated the two, makes it a little bit easier for me. And let's go ahead and get started. You want to spray both the front and back. It does make it a lot easier. Make sure it's unsticked. Alright. So, to prevent fingerprints, that sort of thing, if you keep it wet, it will not show fingerprints. It works out pretty good. Okay, so here's taking out the part for the lens. Now this is nice and wet. Don't worry about getting that on your phone. The phone's pretty well sealed. Worry more about lining it up and getting it right. So now it's on there. We start to squeegee. Now this is, I'll have to tell you, this is about 10 times easier than doing it before, where you had this on a curved surface. Flat surface definitely makes a difference. And you want to squeegee these bubbles, you want to squeegee these bubbles away from anything. I got this to kind of soak it up a little bit. You want to squeegee the bubbles away from any ports. So not so much a concern on the back side of this, but on the front it will be. And any micro bubbles aren't going to be too much of an issue, just because they do go away over a little bit of time. Like there's a bubble right there, we'll push that out. And don't be afraid to give it a little bit of force when you're doing that. Obviously not enough to break your phone, but now this takes some time to set. The more time you give it, the more it will set up. There we go. And I have to say I've done about 7 to 10 of these. So it does take patience and time. I'll tell you what, this is way, way easier than the iPhone 3G, 3GS. So if you do have one of those, take your time on the corners. Give it some time. If it's being frustrating, walk away, come back, and you'll be able to fix that right up. Yeah, there's a bubble right there. So that's basically how you do it. I'll wait a little bit, let it set on the front. I'll do the sides, and that'll be about it. Okay, so I just finished up putting the final touches on the ZAGG InvisibleShield for the iPhone 4. I think it's turned out pretty good. I'm still waiting for it to dry. It doesn't fully settle for about 24 hours. So, a lot of small pieces. I don't know if you can see that, but there's lots of tiny pieces on top. You've got a tiny piece here for the corner, little ones in between the buttons. You can see it's pretty intense to put those on, but it's actually a lot easier than the 3GS, just because you don't have this curved back on the phone, and that really made it hard. If you can see, I did a pretty good job, I think, and it's not even dry yet, so pretty nice. I know you're supposed to turn the device off, but it's on because I didn't use, it wasn't water everywhere. I'm very careful with doing that, and I used a decent amount of the fluid, just about all of it, and this is the aftermath of getting the little pieces off. So, did a pretty good job. What's going to happen here is I'll let this set, I'll use it for a couple days, and then I'll give you my thoughts on it. Great product so far. I've loved ZAGG, and we also have a competitor to that, Best Skins Ever, coming soon. So thanks for watching. Please continue to comment and subscribe. Check out the contests we have going on right now, giveaways, that sort of thing. This is Aaron with Zollotech. I'll see you next time.